All right, it's time to make an old fashioned with this bottle here. Yep, Grandad 114 single barrel, 7 years. Are you ready? I know I am. Let's go. Welcome back to Old Fashioned Ways. I'm Doc Martinez, and I like to make an old fashioned. And it's been a moment. It's been a moment since I made an old fashioned. I used to love to make an old fashioned with old Grandad 114, the regular one. So when I did a review on this one, I said, this is what I'm making an old fashioned with this week. Yep. So let's not waste any time. Let's get started. All right. So this one's going to be made directly in the glass. Now you can see I already have a nice large ice in it. Believe it or not, I have a review coming about this ice very, very soon. As always start with the least expensive ingredient. And I love using brown sugar simple syrup. So that's what we're going to be doing. Oop, let's not break that glass. We're going to add in a little bit over a 1/4 ounce, but less than half. I kind of like to go right between the two, let that sweetness come through, but also still let the bourbon shine. Now for this one, I think black walnut bitters is actually gonna go really good with this. I think it's gonna have a nice flavor. So we're gonna do 1, 2, one more dash. So 2 to 3 dashes of black walnut bitters, just depending on what you like and how bitter you like it. Love that sound, always love that pop. Nice full 2 ounces of this. So we're gonna put 2 ounces of this in here. Oops, don't spill like I did. That was a no-no. All right, let's stir this up a bit. And since it's in the glass, you can stir just a little bit more than normal, just because, normally you do it in a mixing glass and pour it in here, so you don't want to overcool it there. But you can still get it to chill here. As you're sipping on this, it's gonna get colder. So there you go. Perfect amount right there. Now, you don't have to garnish an old fashioned, but it's always more fun when you have that little cherry afterwards to kind of bite on. So let's do that. Kind of fishing for these cherries sometimes. And just in case you're wondering, I'm actually using filthy cherries. I discovered these on a cruise and enjoy them. My favorite are still Luxardo, but these are right next to me, so I decided to use these today. And some people might think it's filthy that I'm actually using this in an old fashioned. But hey, why not have some good juice to make your old fashioned, right? All right, now for the fun part. Let's go in for that drink. Ooh, that walnut's really coming through on the top of that nose. Ooh, can't wait to try this one. Oh, that is a great old fashioned. That's a great old fashioned. Wow. You taste that whiskey, but you also taste that walnut from the bitters. Actually makes it go from that nice kind of spicy to a sweetness to a walnut to almost like a maple. You're almost getting like a maple syrup in there. So it goes, and you still highlight the whiskey. That is great. Let's get one of these cherries. Yep. Definitely make this one. It's gonna be one of my go-tos, especially because these bottles are like $60, right? Makes a great old fashioned. Makes a great old fashioned. Hell yeah. But we're not done. I'm actually gonna show you a different drink that I used to make with 114. So let's get set up for that one. Now, back in the day when I first started and I wasn't making old fashions yet, there's another drink that I used to like to drink, especially when it was getting like hot like it is now. That spring's coming in, summer heat's coming, especially in South Texas. And there was this drink that I used to make with old Grandad 114. The thing I loved about it was a nice drink, easy sipper, and that 114 proof would just sneak up on you and just kind of relax you and make you kind of feel mellow. So let's make that drink. Now that drink is going to be made in a glass. So this is not an old fashioned I'm making. It's just something I thought about. I wanted to show you guys. So that's why we're doing it. This one we're going to start with some Angostura bitters. Yep, some Angostura bitters. And it's actually going to be a good amount of Angostura bitters. So no, you're going to love this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dashes of Angostura bitters. You can use less if you want. You can, but when I used to make it, I used to love it that way. Next, we're going to get a lemon. A lemon, not a lime, different flavors. Some people kind of interchange them. Sometimes I'm at a restaurant, I ask for lemon, they give me limes. Not the same, not the same. So I'm going to cut this open and then I'm going to cut this in half again. Now this is I can tell this is a very juicy lime. If you want more, you can add more, but you're just gonna squeeze all of this in there, all this lemon juice. And it's interesting because the acidity in here does make a difference and helps balance this out. Now, back in the day, I think I used to use a full 2 ounces. I haven't made this drink in a while. I have not, but I'm gonna make it with a full 2 ounces here. Pour that in there. And last but not least, I mean, this is still the big dog in the show, right? The big dog in the show. But still, last but not least, we're gonna add some ginger ale. Now I'm using Canadian Dry, 0 sugar. I'm diabetic, so I gotta watch my sugars. Oh yeah, you hear that? And you just wanna pour this in. Now you wanna pour this in, bring it all the way up, and then pull it back down so that it mixes nicely. And look at that beautiful. Look how beautiful that looks. Now you can stir it up just a tiny bit. All that foam coming on the top there. Oh yeah. Now it's been years since I've had this. It's been years, so I'm pretty excited. Let's go in for a sip. Cheers. Oh yeah. Still a great drink. Highlights, you know, you have that lemon, you have that bitters, you have that whiskey, you have that sweetness from this Canadian Dry here. Well-rounded, well-balanced, and the crazy thing is you sip on it and you do taste the whiskey, but it's in the background, right? So if you're not a big whiskey drinker, I've learned I appreciate whiskey now and I want that in the foreground. But if you're not, this one, you can add more ice to it, make it chilled more. And if it's a hot day, perfect for going down. This is a perfect way to sip on some whiskey and enjoy it. And it goes down just very, very nicely. So my friends, what do you think? Old fashioned? You the old fashioned type like I am? I've grown to love old fashions and, you know, old fashioned ways, right? Or do you want something that's gonna give you that whiskey, kind of just let you chill in hot weather, feel nice, just relax, and just, you know, sip on this and it just keeps going down and down and just really nicely. I forgot how good that was. Well, let me know in the comments below. Old fashioned, kind of spring chilling whiskey drink. I'm very curious what you guys like. Well, my friends, thank you for joining me on another journey down my whiskey rabbit hole. To our next journey, my friends. Cheers. Damn good drink.